Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Then let's get back to trading a little bit. The auction house, can I call it that a little bit?
Yeah, auction
Is that
house or
okay,
marketplace.
okay.
Yeah.
Will this be global? Like I put something in at Oof and the people in other states can buy it? Or do I have to walk all the way there?
Well, as I've mentioned in the past, local marketplaces have been discussed and are likely to happen.
Yes, and
But
that's
for
something
the
I myself as a player really favor. Yeah.
Mhm. With the very first iterations of the auction house, or if you want to call it marketplace,
Yeah.
uh, it most likely will be introduced as a global feature. A lot of things still need to be tested in order to move further with more complex systems, such as the local marketplaces. But if
Yeah.
all goes well with the tests, then yeah, local marketplaces will be a thing. And with this feature, we will try to involve the guilds into the mix as the owners of a broker's location. So small steps at first with global availability at first, and then we'll go from there for more complex and in-depth mechanics, such as the local marketplaces.
Okay,
But
cool,
yeah,
cool.
it's very, very likely that it will be local. But the
Yeah,
first iteration is global.
but that also gives a large, just a large extra to the game for just role-playing purposes and just having something else to do than PvP overall.
Hmm.
Just moving a lot of wood to a area that doesn't have a lot of wood. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna get you rich, mates. Yeah, and that's something that I can support. Yeah, before we go to the features, I wanted to ask all the questions that other players asked me to ask. A lot of questions. First one is from Harus. He's asking, when will you guys upgrade the servers? Right now, the servers can handle about 60 people
They
at the
can
same
handle
time.
a bit more than that.
Yeah, I mean, what? Okay, okay. Yeah. Will you guys upgrade the servers? And I guess he also meant it in a way for better ping and that sort of stuff.
Okay, well, the servers are constantly being worked on for performance and the client side and server side of things. Larger changes are coming soon for even greater optimization. But if you're asking about specific dates on things like server capacity, I unfortunately can't give any specific dates, but the server performance is always being optimized alongside the weekly updates.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's is his question then. Rewald already has his question. Rewald, what are the plans for the south for the near future?
So, okay, well, right now, specific details would be stretching a bit too much into the future for me, but I can say that we'll have some new bosses, more locations for PvE content,
Okay,
and
nice.
yeah, some new areas to allow for more PvP. So basically, more of the same, but with a new look, feel, and purpose.
Yeah, in the end, it also has a real price in the south. That is, of course, Abbey.
Hmm.
It's a real good place to get all your farm up and everything. So I do feel like you guys at least put Abbey over there. That it has done something for it.
Yeah,
Um,
Abby's been on a journey lately,
yeah, for
from the
real.
south to the north, back to the south.
Those damn monks, they're so strong. Michael asks, is there going to be an animation update applied to the animals?
Yeah, it will happen at some point. I know the animals can look quite strange right now. We have some wolves that think they're boxers, apparently, with all of those punches they throw. So, yeah, it's a bit strange. So, yeah, the new animations will be added to the animals.
Okay, okay, okay. Very good, very good. Yeah, when I block, they do something really weird that they just go back and forth 3 times.
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah, it's a
um,
bit bug.
yeah. Then Michael asked again, next to horses, will we be able to have friendly animals like dogs? He's basically asking, can we in the future maybe
Have pets.
train war dogs.
Mm,
Have
well,
pets.
such features like that have been considered, and it would definitely greatly enhance the gameplay in many ways. But it's a feature that's possible, but cannot be promised right now. It's
Yes.
something that would be far in the future, so I can't promise anything, but it is possible.
Yeah, it's
We'll
of
have to
course an
see what the future
extra.
holds for that one.
Yeah, it's of course an extra thing. It's not really integral to the whole game.
Yeah, but if
But it
it's any
would be a really
consolation,
nice thing.
yeah, yeah. But if it's any consolation, it makes you feel better. It has been talked about, so it's
Okay.
possible.
Okay. Then Shikari, with his great vocabulary, asks women's.
Yeah, he always ask that.
He always asks that. Like,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
amazed that he doesn't ask that when we're raiding. Like, we're standing in Alderstead hacking away at the fucking walls, and then he's like, women's? But, yeah,
Whammies.
women's.
Yes, it's a big work in progress right now. According to our 3D artist, it's even harder than reworking the male character. He says the male character was quite easy. It just required him to model a typical warrior character, but to create the female is the complete opposite, since everyone has different expectations about it. But
Yes.
for those worried or even perhaps interested in some ridiculous bikini armor, the armor will be much of the same as we have for the males, so it would just be a smaller fit for the model frame. We want our female warriors to look like warriors after all, and not some typical MMO website advertising itself. So yeah, none of that. But the women's are they will be developed soon.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, but you said typical warrior. What did you say at the beginning? A typical warrior male?
Yeah, typical warrior male.
I didn't really get that reference. Well, what did
Yeah,
you
well, I
mean
mean,
with that?
just creating a male character body was easy for
Oh,
him,
yes.
since it's just he's used to doing that. There's
Okay.
less expectations in his opinion about that. He can just kind of create something generic, and people would be happy. But there's a lot of expectations with female characters, so
Yeah.
he's kind of having a bit trouble with that. Not that he's having trouble designing it, but it's just something for the final product. It is something that we have to just make sure that the majority of people are happy with it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's totally true, of course. Majestics, I have a whole bunch of questions already ready for today. And everyone who wants to ask an extra question can do that in the chat. I've been gathering questions the last couple of days in Discord channels all over the world. So, yeah, that's where everything is going. Then I saw another question. When will Shikari get a statue someday?
When he deserves it.
The burn, mate.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, you could always join the PvP events and get a statue. Well, you won't get a statue, but you'll have your name on a statue.
Well, if you pay
That means
$250, you get a statue, right?
or that. That's
Yeah. Like, let's just make a how do you call it, Patreon, and let's get a statue for it. Mighty Kitten asks, will there be guild levels? Mighty Kitty, could you explain that a little bit, because I don't really know what you mean with that.
I guess maybe guilds that can level up due to certain actions and maybe get perks from that. Is that what you
like
mean?
in League of no, not League of Legends, like in World of Warcraft. Like at some certain level or prestige, you can get mass resurrection and that sort of stuff, and a guild bank.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
guild,
So yes.
yeah, and the guild bank immediately goes to the next question. Siderica asks, will guild banks be added soon, or anytime?
Yeah. At any time. Yes, of course. Soon. Relatively soon. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's something that a lot of people have been not just asking but needing These items are definitely piling up. And I just see on the general Discord, somebody said capes would be so hot.
Yeah, capes.
I mean, it's not something somebody asked here, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Capes
you
or
said
cloaks, rather, will be a thing as well.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be like just dressing up all day is gonna be amazing. Wait, what? Yeah, now we're gonna go to the last part a little bit. Features. And I saw a question that actually is one of the questions for features. Let me see. Will we be seeing NPC faction patrol squads? I once made a video about that I came across suddenly 5 Izmirs patrolling. Yeah.
Yeah, that will be a thing, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I think I touched up on it. There will most likely be NPCs also attacking vacant or absent areas, territories. So if you're not keeping up with your area, your location, an NPC horde could just come along and steal it from you.
Holy.
So yeah, you'll have the NPCs guarding it, and you'll have the other NPCs trying to attack it.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And this
Thank you,
guy
Urs.
says no capes. Well,
That's a reference to
cloaks.
that movie. What movie was it again?
Is he talking about that cartoon movie,
The Incredibles or
The
something?
Incredibles?
Yeah.
No capes.
No capes!
That's what I thought, but I
Because-
wasn't
because
sure.
people die because they have capes or something.
Well, the capes or cloaks in Gloria Victis will be practical. So if it's raining or if it's in a cold climate, you'd want to wear one. It wouldn't just be for, looking like a superhero.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be functional, at least. And don't wear a cloak while you're in the desert.
Right?
Yeah, then the next one, crouching and name tags. We already talked a little bit about that in the Discord channels. You were planning to do something about the visibility from name tags?
Yeah, it's not very high on the to-do list. It's quite low priority right now, but it is planned. Name tags being seen behind walls, for example, will eventually be fixed.
Yeah.
This is something I'm very interested in seeing in the game, as actually, since it may help start proper ambushes and real night raids. Could create some really interesting and nice moments. And of course, all of those players who want to play that stealthy rogue character will finally have their dreams come true. So you can sneak around
very
properly.
Very good. Yeah, because right now, at least our group is trying to get people to just walk past us without them seeing us, like sneakily standing in the swamp or in the forest, and then just descending upon them. And that's gonna be a lot easier when we can just crouch or name tags are not visible. So I'm totally happy. Then I had a question from Striker. Something about what Aaron said. Aaron said one day Shikari was never a legend and will never be one. Do you agree with that?
Aaron said that?
Aaron said that. I actually was there when he said it. So, do you agree with Aaron?
Well, I actually don't know too much about him. I mean, I joked about the statue thing. I don't know too much about him. He's talked to me a little bit, but I can't say.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and bash the guy.
He's also kind of a nobody, so yeah, don't worry about it.
I know he killed me one time, though, if it means anything.
But I also killed you when I was a Midlander, so...
You
yeah.
I don't remember that.
Shit, that never happened, I mean.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, I thought you were
No,
serious.
don't worry.
When did that happen? But yeah, he actually did kill me a while back. But yeah, it was really, really early on.
Yeah, he was bragging about it. I would ban him if
Maybe
I were you.
we should give him a statue for that. Maybe that's worthy enough.
Killing you? I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. The great and powerful Fior. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Where were we? Random events. Right now, when you go attack a castle, you get that 2 sword cross, that X on the map. That there's an event going on. That also is now for castles, right? For just attacking a castle. Okay, could you tell me something? Is that also that you can teleport to that castle, or is that you still have to walk over?
Yeah, you can teleport to them, and right now it's not too great.
Yeah.
It's teleporting people when they don't want to or when they didn't know that they should. So yeah, I brought that up to the rest of the team, and that should be fixed. But yeah, it does teleport you.
Also, a small note on that: the random events that are initiated by players, I would say, do give other players a warning that it is happening, but keep it realistic and let them walk over there and not get teleported over. Otherwise, just sneak attacks or surprise attacks are out of the questions in the future.
Yeah,
that's a complaint for me, because I really like playing like that.
Yeah, you can see these sorts of teleportation events as a test. I agree. I would like to see less teleportation, more necessity on walking around, because, like you said,
I
it's
also
true. It creates ambushes.
I also abuse and use unstuck and that sort of things, but I do think that's maybe a thing. Yeah. Let people go back to their castle at all times or something. I don't know. That's yeah. Okay, Magistics asks, they will add again the possibility to loot your own faction teammates, only if you kill them, getting back 20 loot points instead of 5, or how many you have. Do you see this question?
Yeah, I see it. I'm trying to figure out what he means, getting back 20 loot points instead of 5. Do you mean killing a traitor on your own faction?
I hope so. Maybe he means you have a reduced looting points if you attack a traitor and kill him.
I see what he means. So he's saying that if you kill somebody from your own faction, you don't have enough points to actually really loot them.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those fucks, Magistic. Yeah.
Well, if you're trying to kill somebody from your own faction and you want to be a traitor, that's why it's hard to steal from them.
Yeah.
It's
like
kind of
just attacking people while they feel safe is a bit like a dick move. Yeah. But I mean,
you can do what he wants, but I'm just saying, if it is discouraged, not from the team itself, but from the game as a game mechanic. It is discouraged to attack your own team, but it's there just for the possibility.
Yes,
because it creates interesting moments.
Yes, of course. I heard about the whole civil war just before I started, so.
I think things like that are great, though.
Yeah, like that sort of things you can actually also put into the real lore of Gloria Victis. Like, I'll show you that after the show. But yeah, that was random events a little bit. Lastly, we've seen the first features of owning a city as a guild. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Oh, well, you mean that you said owning cities as a guild? Like actual proper guild-controlled areas?
Yes, right now you only have when it's being attacked, you cannot open the second door.
Yeah.
What will be a future, oh, Jesus. What will be a feature in the future? The next thing that you guys thought of.
Well, I would suppose the next thing for guilds and guild location, guild territory control would be control of the auction house. That would be the next step.
Okay, and
But there
control,
actually is. Oh, go ahead.
control of the auction house. Does it mean you can actually say you can't trade, or is it only a thing for, how do you call that? For tax, like you get a portion
taxes,
of what's being sold. Okay.
I think if we cut off all trade for certain people, I think that might be a bit much. It might
But
not.
it
I mean,
would be a
we would have
great
to
tool
test
for
that. But
drama.
yeah, it definitely would. But there definitely will be power over taxes, and
Okay.
like I said before, trade routes and such. But completely cutting off somebody or another guild or another within your own faction, that might, like you said, be a great tool for drama, but a terrible method of getting things done properly.
Sure, but it will really show really well, more fun things to do, actually. Just bullying and that sort of stuff. Fun times,
And just to comment on Jesus, he said, Fiore, a dev, when did he get a promotion? Well,
Get
I
him.
guess you could say, whenever my ideas started to become in the game. If you want to call that a developer or not.
Yeah, technically.
But I don't think
guess.
you're calling. Oh, you did call me a developer. You said
Yeah?
Fiore.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, I consider everyone who works at the game a developer. Just community stuff is just as important, because mainly the community guys are the ones who come up with, hey guys, this is wrong with the game at the moment. Because if you don't really work together with the community, you won't see half of the bugs. Or other things that aren't supposed to be in the game.
Right.
So yeah, that's just as important, in my own opinion, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jesus. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I've talked to him a few times.
Bad player though, bad player.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited for guild-owned cities and that sort of stuff. Seals, I guess I say it like that. Seals asks, will there be content for exiles or bandits?